Okay, everybody, so today we are going to do what I'm going to call, or most likely call on YouTube, Tips with Tech. I am using my main gamer tag right now, so we're not using the TechTips gamer tag because I only have a little bit of time. But basically what it's going to be is different tips and tricks, general knowledge, and other assorted things to help you improve at Halo. So, first thing, general knowledge. One of the most, not interesting, what should I say? One of the best tips I've ever heard, I read a long time ago, and it is, if you are fighting a fair fight, you're doing it wrong. You never want to fight in a fair fight. If you're fighting in a fair fight, then you are not doing what you're supposed to do. Example, somebody's right here. You know they're right there. Oh, I gotta change my sensitivity real quick. I'm sorry, just give me a second. I'll have a video on sensitivity in the future. But you know somebody is right there. You come around the corner and you start getting in a 1v1 with them. A fair fight, per se. That is the absolute wrong approach. You know they're there. Make a point to get high ground, come up above them. Then you can back up here if you need. You can nade them if you want. Ground pound, whatever. That's just one example. Another example would be, let's go out for OS. So OS spawns out here, start of the game, you go for OS. You get in a battle with them. Now normally they usually send at least 2 people to go to OS, so if you don't have anybody with you, you're fighting a 1v2. That is not going to do. What you should do in that situation, just sit back here, nade. One of them will usually stay on the fan, and one to watch them, and one will usually push. So you just wait, you nade, pick off the one that pushes, hopefully get him to die before he gets OS, or at least burn it. But then it's a 1v1, and you just put shots on him and back down. You can go in here, sneak up, melee him, flank him from around here. Alright, next is going to be a little useful, not movement tips, but mechanics, I guess you would classify it as. One is melee. See how long it takes for that melee to recharge? Now, when you melee, you can hit the melee and then hit your switch weapon button, usually Y. Or you can melee and then hit Y or your melee button twice, and then you're back to your original weapon. Example that you could use this in, come around a corner, shoot him a few times, melee, switch weapons once, and then you can pick him off with a headshot. Or you can just melee, switch weapons, and then melee again. Makes it a lot quicker. Another example, you can use the Y method, or the YY method, as it's normally called, is throwing grenades. Now, granted, grenades are thrown pretty fast in this game, but if you throw a grenade like that, it comes out just a little bit quicker, not very much, but the main difference is the enemy doesn't see your hand moving. And somebody joined, I apologize for that, but just throw the grenade, hit Y, and it comes out quicker. Another little thing with grenades is your movement impacts the grenade. So let's just, where should I throw it? Let's throw it right there. It goes right there. Alright, now let's back up a few feet. It goes over there. Now let's get some more grenades and show you a little bit more how your movement affects it. Alright. So if you look up, it throws the grenade higher, obviously. So, like right over here, look up, throw real quick. It's kind of hard to do it fluidly with the sensitivity that I'm on, but just look up quick. And the next tip, I guess this could be called classified under mechanics too, getting OS. If you boost when you get OS, it cancels the pickup animation per se, so it gives you the OS instantly without having to charge it up or put it into your chest. Another thing, next tip, classified under movement mechanics, is appearing off radar. If you rapidly crouch while you're moving, you move at pretty much walk speed and you appear off radar. Now there used to be where you could do this. If you would crouch and just jump while holding crouch, then you would appear off radar. But they recently patched that, so now if you rapidly crouch, it appears off radar. It is a combination of Spartan abilities and movement to jump farther distances. So you jump, you boost, you stabilize, you ground pound, and then you thruster out of the ground pound. If you stabilize for long enough. I didn't right there. Let me try it again and I'll show you. And then you jump a little bit farther. See how he's up there? I'll do separate videos on different jumps and hiding spots on various maps. I'll have that under its own separate subcategory. Another thing is when you're sprinting, say you're sprinting into a battle. Now sprinting, you usually thrust around, and that's good, but if you get into a battle, like say here, I don't have any thrust, so if I get into a battle right here, might have to wait for my thrust to come back to do anything. So what you can do is if you're at full sprint, just jump and Spartan charge, and it does pretty much the same thing as thrust. Next is, we'll put in another mechanic. Oh, I should not have reloaded. Right here, see? Now, if you're running, you have to stop to reload and then wait to get back up to full sprint. Now, if you do this, if you jump, reload, and then Y, you already land on full sprint. It's just the way Halo mechanics work. Alright, that is it for this video. Next video I will try to possibly do flag running techniques. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for next video, but most likely flag running techniques. Be sure to watch that, like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to see more tips with tech. And hopefully you learned something out of this. Thank you, and I will see you in the next video.